Hello and welcome back to One Stop Flop Podcast, your one-stop shop for non-stop top. This is your favorite host of all time, Dynamite Ricky.
And I'm Tenacious Terry. But you know what, Ricky, before we start, after a bout of severe Alzheimer's, I think I've realized, or I remembered what my name was after last week. I think I had a stroke.
Okay, I'm liking where this is going.
Yep. So I think I'm back to normal health. You know, I'm eating my carrots, my vitamins.
All right.
I think we're back to normal.
Thank you all for listening. That was the podcast. No, but okay, I think we've got some interesting topics to discuss today.
Okay.
Something really interesting.
Something spicy?
To start off with.
Something juicy?
So let me quick disclaimer for anybody that's coming from the last episode. This is in fact not going to be the Marvel episode.
Oh.
For anybody that was awake at night, hoping and dreaming for this moment.
You just pulled a fast one on them. The 5 people that are like, oh, I'm waiting for this Marvel podcast.
Pulled the chair right out from underneath you guys. So if you're here to listen to Marvel, screw you.
Screw you.
No, this is more interesting than Marvel, actually. Today, we're going to be talking about a little something. A little something.
Yeah.
The little gray areas of the internet. A little piece of my heart.
The little nooks and crannies.
You know, something that's very not near and dear to my heart, but something that I wish would stay very far away from me, actually. Something that I really hope doesn't show up at my doorstep at night. That, my friend, is a little something called ARGs.
Ooh, ARGs. What does ARG stand for?
ARG, for our not educated listeners, it's called Alternate Reality Game.
Alternate Reality Games.
Hello.
How does one play?
Up.
How does one play an alternate reality game?
So, an alternate reality game, from my understanding and from what I know about the alternate reality game, is that it is a part of the creepy parts of the internet.
The places you don't want to visit.
The places that you wish you never saw, but you do anyway, and then you lay awake at night looking at your pile of clothes in your chair, wondering if it's a monster.
I do that a lot.
Alternate reality game is something that has interested me this past week. I recently discovered what it was. It's fucking terrifying.
It is.
It's genuinely, like, I found one that was like genuinely, like, it kind of made me think, like, what if this was reality?
Yeah, I found a few that were actually interesting. That were
like which one did you
so there's one where the U.S. gets taken over by a superpower.
Okay.
And then they're playing like a video telling you how American citizens need to kill themselves, like.
Okay.
On their lawns for be a patriot. And then there's another one on Twitter. I think it was like the sun went out.
Okay.
But
I think I did hear about the one. Wasn't it called like what's the name of that thing?
I don't know. I don't know the name specifically, but it seems cool.
I do remember that one. It was like some dude tweeting weird shit, and he's like in the woods, like, with his phone camera. Like, that dude, fuck that guy. That dude's an asshole.
No, but why do you think people make these ARGs? What do you think the purpose is?
I don't know. I've only been, keeping up with it for about a week now. So, I mean, I would assume because they're assholes and they have nothing better to do with their lives. No. I think, dude, they're fucking creepy, though. They're like, it's like, I thought about it. I was like, this is cool. And this is an interesting thing to put in horror because it's not like horror movies nowadays where you rely on a jump scare. It's very much in part relying on the creep factor of it all.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's more haunting than it is like
scary. Like a one jump, like
Yeah.
They rely on that too much. You're right.
It's interesting. Like I kind of went down that rabbit hole a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
I kind of discovered some weird
So I've actually known about this for like a year or two.
Jesus Christ, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy.
No, it's interesting because it seems like it's a new form of storytelling in a way, where it's like interactive narrative,
Yeah.
where people kind of create a story that it seems like it's real,
Yeah.
but then the more you dig, it's like, okay, it's an ARG, but I'm gonna immerse myself in it and go along with whatever story is being told.
So what is there a single ARG that puts the G in ARG? I feel like none of them have been like, I mean, like, unless game is like,
I'm sure there's somewhere it's like a mystery that you have to solve.
okay.
Because there was have you heard of Kanye Quest?
Okay, yes, we have. I have heard of this.
So
I have participated in the quest for.
Kanye Quest was a game made on RPG Maker
Okay.
about Kanye just going on a random quest, fighting a bunch of hip hop people. But then someone dug into the code behind it, and they found out that behind the game there was this other game
Okay.
where you're a butterfly and you have to access these control panels. And like the more you dig, and you have to put passwords in each of them, and then you find out it's about something called ascensionism.
Did Kanye himself create the word for that?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like current day Kanye would do something like that.
Kanye would
For-
start his own
For
cult.
sure, he
for
would definitely. If this was something Kanye created, that's something he would create right now.
No, but I think it's interesting that someone put that in a game, and then the more you dig, the more you're like, oh, okay, it's like an ARG.
Yeah.
It's like a cult behind a video game. It's kind of
So
crazy.
it's like if like graphic novel hentai met ARG. Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of hot. I like
Katawa Shoujo just met with like
that.
some,
The ultimate crossover we didn't think we needed in our lives. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I fucks with it. I fucks with it.
that.
I fucks with that. So I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, how creepy do you think ARGs are? Like compared to like, let's say we'll compare it to a most recent smash hit, It.
It.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed it. It was really good.
Okay. How would you measure it against that? Like one of the best ARGs you've seen versus that.
I actually don't find them horrifying. Me personally, I think they're just interesting,
Okay.
story-wise. I don't really get scared with that.
I'm more of the type where it's like I won't be scared by scary movies. I'll just know that a jump scare is coming, and that's the thing that I don't like. That's
Yeah.
why I hate horror movies. But like with ARGs, it puts this certain like
Mentality.
level of uncomfort
yeah.
in me, and I'm like, okay, this is genuinely making me like, and that's what instills the fear. It's like that
Yeah.
level of uncomfort.
Yeah.
So I don't know. For me, a lot of them are just genuinely fucking scary.
No, there's a horror aspect to them for sure,
Okay.
but this is interesting. I like it. I don't know, but I don't follow all of them because
Yeah.
it's too much time. I feel like there's too many out there, and then your reality starts to get warped. Like, what's an ARG? What's reality? What's real?
You ever heard of a thing called reality? We're in an ARG right now, dude.
Took the red pill.
Shoot. Okay, I was thinking about this. What if they made an ARG into a movie? Like they adapted one of these.
I actually
ARGs
thought about
into a
that.
movie.
That'd be interesting.
It'd be
How would you do that? Would it be an ARG that's like is everyone a part of the movie? Do you take random people that aren't necessarily actors, but you put them in the movie, and it's like, how would that work?
I think when I thought about this, and I gave this a little bit of thought, I saw this one ARG specifically that I thought would become a very great movie if, they just condensed it, obviously, and made it into this thing. It's almost like this, it starts off as something that you think is, one thing, but then
Yeah.
it slowly, scene by scene, will start to devolve into this ending where you find out that it's it was never that way from the beginning.
Yeah.
But it's it's such a slow building creep.
Yeah.
That it's very interesting when you finally get that resolution.
Is it like a mind fuck at the end? You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's once you finally put the pieces together of this ARG, it's holy
you're
shit.
pulling a Shyamalan on this.
Cause the thing is it was such a oh shit, that's such a classic horror trope. How did I not see that?
Yeah.
And that's what made it better. It's how did I not
Yeah.
Let's put that together for
Yeah.
Google. Of course, that's what it was. But it did such a good job masking it and making you think and feel for this person who seems genuinely, in this ARG, he was being haunted, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But he was actually haunted, quote unquote, by the people that he murdered.
You just gave away the plot to this movie.
I didn't say what the ARG was. So if you find it online, trust me, I didn't spoil it. I know for a fact.
I was thinking of one where they're filming it's like an actual movie.
Okay.
Actually, never mind. I'm thinking of the plot to Scream, where they're filming a movie and then ends up being a horror movie. Yeah, never mind. Just disregard it.
I know one of those. I do. I've seen a movie that ended up being a horror movie. The Room.
The Room. It's like a cult classic.
Yeah, it's like a cult classic minus the classic.
That's true. I would call it a cult.
Speaking of cults,
Oh.
I've joined a cult this week.
Oh, nice.
No, anyway. Actually,
Anyway, let's just gloss
over that real
Yeah.
quickly. Back to the nitty gritty here. There was also something on my mind this week that has been haunting me.
That's not an ARG. You've been haunted this whole week.
I lay awake at night in cold sweats every single night, waiting for the moment that I can talk about this.
Damn.
The movie Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I've never watched it.
What?
I've never watched
Okay,
Interstellar.
that's okay.
Because
That's interesting to hear from you.
Yeah.
Because, from what I know about you, is that you love cinema,
Yeah.
right?
I do.
I would arguably say that if there was a piece of cinema that I thought was a literal cinematography piece of art,
Yeah.
it would be Interstellar. That whole thing is like fucking.
The thing is,
genius.
when
It's
it
great.
came out, I wanted to watch it. I was like 3 separate times I was gonna watch it,
Okay.
but each time just
didn't work out.
didn't work out. Here's the thing: I just watched Inception
Yeah.
month for the first time.
I still haven't watched Inception. I know all the beginning to end. I'll never watch it, not because
I'd
it
say it's
doesn't look good.
It's good, but for me, the beginning fails a little bit.
Oh, okay. All right.
But the premise is fun.
I think Interstellar kind of takes a piece of Inception. When was Inception made?
2010, 11.
Okay, Interstellar was made in 2014, so it probably copied a little, but like only like a very small
You're
amount.
saying Christopher Nolan kind of
Took
has a limited
inspiration
mindset from his own movie.
Yeah, I guess you could say. Did he make? He
made both.
Okay,
Yeah.
he probably took a piece of that movie and put it into Interstellar. I wouldn't be surprised.
The thing I know is that a lot of the science behind that movie is accurate, right? Behind Interstellar.
I don't know.
No, because I remember they said they actually took a lot of
Okay.
the physicists and
Yeah. I
astronomers.
mean, to a certain extent, I could believe you, but if you haven't watched the movie, I don't know, because there's a part of me that's like, I don't know if it's spoilers to say that.
So I know that's okay. I kind of know the ending where it's like he causes the thing that happens.
Yeah, so that's the part where I'm thinking like, did they solve time travel? Because it's technically time travel what he's doing
Yeah.
in that scene.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm wondering, like, did they find the math for time travel?
So I think that there is math laid out for possible time travel, which is where it's like a wormhole effect.
Okay.
You go from one place and you bend space into a U, and you can put
Yeah.
a hole through it, and you
Okay.
can go to 2 places.
That's interesting. All right.
That might be the one where they.
It's in the movie. It's not. That's not the way they do it. It's a little different. I don't want to spoil it because once I start giving it a little bit of detail, it'll start to be like, oh shit.
like a mind fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're doing space travel, right?
Yeah.
They go
The
to a
movie
different
is
planet.
about just this intergalactic team that goes out and they basically try to get off of Earth because Earth was like it was dying or something. I don't know if it was because there was like weird dust storms.
So it's like a real life Wall-E.
Kind of, basically. And it's interesting. It's interesting. It kind of, it made me really think on this deep level of like, no way other movies had before.
Yeah.
I think it's a terrific movie, and it's a very complex movie at the same time.
Yeah.
It just leaves me with a lot of deep thinking.
A lot of questions.
Lot of questions about the universe.
That's how you know a movie works.
Yeah,
It gets you
like-
questioning, like, oh, what is life?
Yeah, what is life? Where are we? What is the meaning of it all? Where the fuck is my SpaghettiOs, Mom? God damn it. Anyway.
I wonder what movie would get you thinking, damn it, Mom, where is my goddamn SpaghettiOs?
Uh-oh, Mom. SpaghettiOs.
You watch a
goes-
SpaghettiOs commercial? God damn it, Mom, where's my SpaghettiOs?
Mommy, I want those SpaghettiOs.
Like here we go from deep intellectual thought to, Mommy, where's SpaghettiOs?
Son, you're 23 years old. You're too damn old for
You're
this.
23, get a job.
Get a fucking job. You and your father, you're like one and the same, you those.
Classic Vine.
Mommy, SpaghettiOs. Oh, hell.
That's funny.
Have you ever watched a movie like Interstellar that kind of made you, like, afterwards you sat, like,
I think,
really
yeah, I
thought
have.
about,
I
like,
have. There was one that I think of, it's like Mr. Nobody. Have you watched it?
What the fuck is that? I've never even
Jared
heard of
Leto
it.
was in it.
Okay. Alright,
he
starting
started
off
it.
horrible. From
No,
the
he was
get-go.
actually
I hate
good
that
in
man.
this. He was good in this. Okay, so
He's a horrible actor.
Suicide Squad Joker aside,
Okay.
he was good in this movie. So it's about a guy. He's like the last aging person in the world.
Okay.
They found the cure for aging. Everyone's young.
What? Lucky bastard.
He's sitting there old in his bed.
His bros are, like, not going at all.
So it's been a while since I watched it, but I think the premise is like they're trying to figure out what his life is.
Okay.
So he gives them like 3 separate like paths like to what his past may be.
Okay.
Each of them involves like dating a different woman and marrying them.
Okay.
I don't want to give away the spoilers, but it's interesting. I like futuristic sci-fi movies that make you question humanity,
Yeah.
morality,
Interstellar definitely had me feeling that some type of way.
some type of made you
It-
feel some type of way.
I remember watching this video, sort of like a look back or a review, I guess. It was a guy that I kind of watch here and there. He did a video talking about how Interstellar made a movie inside of the movie.
Ooh,
And it,
an inception, if you will.
yeah.
A dream
Yeah,
within.
but
a
this
dream.
is a movie inside of a movie. And it's very true. Like, I watched the movie and I think, yeah, there was an introduction, there was, build up, there was plot, there was, a peak, and there was an end. There was a result. And
You just described my time at the rave. There's a lot of that.
Boop-ba-da-bup. Boop-ba-da-bup. Oh yeah, I mean, I think, what is the dude's name? I don't know why I forgot.
Is it one of those where they delve into like cinema, like they kind of talk about movies? Like
in the movie?
No, like the YouTube channels that you.
Oh yeah. It's not just movie. It's just basically like TV shows, movies.
Like a
other
introspective or like retrospective look of
kind of yeah, somewhat. It's more so just like analyzing certain things and bringing to light things that you may have not noticed. I mean, if I didn't watch that, I wouldn't have noticed the movie inside of a movie thing,
yeah,
and it would have just flown right over my head.
yeah,
And I think it definitely made the movie feel a little more special.
yeah.
It made me look at it as like, wow, they really went all out with this.
Yeah, that's why I like watching movies multiple times, because then you pick up those things. Maybe like sometimes you watch the movie for the story, and then the second time you're like watching the, little aspects of the movie, like the cinematography, the acting.
Yeah.
Or you might catch something, like something you didn't miss before. Like, oh, I didn't realize this little subtle thing about
Yeah.
the story that I didn't pick up before.
I like doing that same thing, but with women. Like, I like just kind of like going through them until I catch something.
It's like, oh, wow. There's a little
Wow,
mole right
this
here.
one has chlamydia. Okay. All right. Now I know.
Then you find out I'm the one that gave them chlamydia.
Wait, I had chlamydia?
What?
Oh, no.
What was that sound of it? Boo.
Wah, ba-dum-bum. Oh, no. Ricky.
Not again. That's funny.
But yeah, I mean, it's I think that movie had a different meaning to me.
Really?
Yeah, like in the end, because of what I knew.
That's really interesting. Actually, I like how movies kind of touch people in different ways. It makes you it's all subjective.
Yeah.
We all get different things. Like I watch The Room and I find the meaning of life.
Yeah, I
Someone
mean, like we all do. I mean, you're not alone there, buddy.
You're not special.
Okay, I don't find the meaning of life. I find more of like
the meaning of friendship.
my hand in my pants.
Oh,
but yeah. Anyway. What, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, The Room makes you feel some,
Yeah, horny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of a special type.
Especially the chicken dance scene.
Chip, 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 chip.
Why can't all parties be like that? We just walk into a room and everybody's just doing the chicken dance. God, it'd be so goddamn
so much symbolism. Did you ever pick up the fact that there's like picture frames of like spoons?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was one of those people that threw spoons at the screen.
So much going on with The Room. I love it. It's amazing.
But yeah, how was your week? I guess that was kind of what was on my mind for the past week or so.
It was very relaxing after my near-death experience with a hurricane.
Oh,
I had to look back and think, what is life? Where are we headed? What's important? And then while I was watching a video, something pops up like Raid Shadow Legends.
Okay.
Play now.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, they're always pushing these things on me.
Yeah, it's what gets me going in the morning.
The funny thing I want to talk about this is, do you know anyone that plays Raid Shadow Legends?
Yeah, exactly. -3 people.
More people have said they don't play than.
That's interesting. Yeah, because then those ads to run a multitude of ads for like a month, I think costs like $40,000 depending.
Do they have the funds to
That's
support?
what I'm wondering.
Do that many people actually play that to support that many ads?
I
see
wonder
it
the
everywhere.
same thing about. Like, I remember seeing this ad for a girl YouTuber. I don't know if you've ever seen those ads. It was a girl YouTuber who ran ads, and one day I was like, is this even netting her subscribers? And I go to her channel, and it kind of does. I mean, considering, maybe I'll take the more cynical route and say that men are seeing it as a thirst trap, and they're just doing it because they see... me man, me see pretty girl.
Me pee me.
Me simple man, me go click girl, boom boom. Yes.
They actually do work though. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't say the same about Raid Shadow Legends. Maybe they see ogre tits and they just can't help themselves.
I think the ogre tits are a thirst trap. I think it's bringing the players in. I just can't. I don't know anyone that plays it. I can't. Unless it's like a mainlander thing, since we're in Hawaii.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think, if anything, I mean, it could be very real that they're playing it mostly in China, Asia.
Yeah, China.
It could be a very huge game out east.
Yeah.
So
the thing for me is, I always see ads like that, and the more ads you push on me, the more I'm tempted to not go towards it. It's like a spiteful thing, like, fuck you, you're gonna spend all this ad money, I'm gonna not play it.
It's like you see the first ad, you're like, oh my god, I love this, and then the second ad, it's like, okay, stop. Third ad, okay, you've pissed me off.
Listen, now I'm never playing Raid Shadow Legends ever again.
That's funny that I want to do a slight little
pivot,
a little pivot detour here.
You take the ball and you're just like,
I said the same thing about an old commercial that used to go around, but I don't see it anymore. I don't think I've seen one in like 4 or 5 years. Commercial called GoDaddy.
GoDaddy. Those things, the Super Bowl ads used to be popping.
Are they still? Have
no,
you seen it?
I think they went defunct.
I don't know sports, okay? Stop speaking sports at me.
I'll just know ball go throw. Go
Me
run.
man, me see man throw ball, me go ugh.
Me go zug zug.
Zug zug zug.
No, I think GoDaddy went defunct, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
What the? I'm sorry.
Do you know what
Excuse
GoDaddy?
my French, but what the flip is GoDaddy?
What the
What
honest-
the hungry heck? What is GoDaddy?
So GoDaddy was actually a site where you buy domain names for websites.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
This is news to me. I thought it was a porn site.
What an unsuccessful campaign where you don't even know what you know GoDaddy, but you don't know what GoDaddy does.
Literally, and the worst part about it is every GoDaddy commercial was half naked women, and
Yeah, they
they
were.
still failed miserably.
Oh, I mean they succeeded in letting you know what GoDaddy is, but not the functionality of.
Not click through rates, not fucking click
Yeah.
through traffic. It's
I just imagine some horny teen like GoDaddy. It's like buy your domain now. What?
no. He's accidentally googling like GoDaddy. He's like, I need somewhere to go. I don't know, Daddy maybe.
This reminds me of a funny thing when I was a young lad.
Yeah.
I was not sexually versed or
Okay.
who's the world was a big unknown.
Yeah. Huge onion.
I
They had lair.
no, but I'm going on Google. I'm looking up things.
Okay.
I look up funny monkey, I think, but with monkey I type I mistype like how to spell it.
Okay.
I type in MUNKY
Okay.
monkey.
Funny monkey.
Funny monkey.
Funny monkey.
I click on a link and I find a grown woman giving fellatio to a grown man, and I'm like,
Okay.
what is happening here?
Is that like Italian for croissant?
Giving this guy dome.
Oh, okay. Why don't you just say that, dude? I don't fucking speak Eastern European, dude.
You don't
What the
speak
hell?
the Italiano.
I don't speak a Parmigiano.
No, but it's just funny. It's like kids looking up weird shit on
Is
the
that like a
internet.
meat spin? What
I
is
think
that?
no. So it's I don't know. I look up monkey and it takes me to some girl giving head to a man.
Funny monkey.
Funny monkey gets me like. Kids are not safe on the internet. It's a wild, wild west.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna put parental lock on my child's internet. To Facebook.
This is the worst place you can possibly send your child.
It literally, I mean, that is. I say it as a joke, but it actually kind of is.
Oh, good God.
I feel like Facebook is the center of all evil.
No, the funny thing is just how many people still have a Facebook. Recently I went on to delete my Facebook because I know it's so cancerous.
Yeah.
Like Mark Zuckerberg and everything.
Yeah, that cutie of a man. that hunk of a being.
The shocking thing was realizing how.
Sorry, real quick. He is a thickie.
Yeah, you're the thicky icky.
All right, continue.
So you're telling me you'd clap Zuckerberg's cheeks?
No, I would smash. It would be like Rolling Thunder coming in.
It'd be like a hate fuck.
Just.
Ooh. Like that, like.
You stupid fucking bitch! Why did you make Facebook?
No, but it's like the funny thing is just realizing how many people still use it.
Okay.
It's like I used to use it like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I stopped. I come back and it's the same fucking people that are using the site. And I'm like, how are you people
Your
still
same
here?
10 friends that still use Facebook for some weird reason.
And no, it's like it's so popular. People still use it to post memes and they're it's like
but not
why?
quality memes, like F-grade memes.
yeah, it's like the runoff memes we were discussing last podcast. Like
it's like memes that don't actually make any coherent sense.
it's weird, man. I don't understand why do you think people still use Facebook?
Well, I think the main draw of Facebook specifically, if we were to talk about market-wise,
Yeah.
well, you see, Reginald, I seem to think
Well,
that the
you
market
see.
gathering of Facebook.com
Indubitably.
is because of one man, Vinifer Diesel.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Quaint.
Vin Diesel.
You think Vin Diesel's the reason why people are?
You ever heard of the term Facebook mom?
No. Actually, wait. Yeah, the
There you
stay-at-home mom. That's like.
There, yeah.
Okay.
Those are the
I
kind
thought
of...
you were referring to some mom that actually coined herself Facebook mom.
Yeah, I'm a Facebook mom. I'm cool, I'm hip, I like the maymays.
Is that the 21st century soccer mom?
I guess. I mean, like the moms that like to call themselves quote-unquote tech-savvy. Yeah, I'm a tech-savvy
That reminds me of
Facebook mom.
the multi-level marketing Huns that are like the
Yeah.
ones that are just like, do you want to start your own business? Do you want to be a self-sufficient woman? Come
That's
join
so
me,
funny.
hun.
I was thinking about that same thing this week. Multi-level marketing. Yeah.
Yeah, those.
Sorry for interrupting. Yeah, go on.
Let's call it what they actually are. Pyramid
Geniuses.
schemes.
Oh.
No, in all honesty, they're actually genius, because they actually benefit from the struggles of poor people,
Yeah.
and then the money
Well, the
funnels
dude
itself
at the
to
top,
the top.
the
Yeah,
man who creates.
I'd say the few at the top, yeah, they benefit the most.
The one genius at the top jerking off on his pile of money.
Yep. The higher you are in the pyramid, the the better off you're
Dude,
gonna
those
be.
are fucking, like, especially nowadays, those are fucking scary.
No, they've been around for a while.
Like, yeah, they have been, but it's like, I feel like as of recently, it's kind of like,
There's a boom.
okay, so, I think multi-level marketing is, getting popular as time goes on, yes, because people are becoming more and more like, oh, I need to rip people off to make money. That's how the world is. But the scary part about multi-level marketing is it's evolving with the world, which is kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
In the sense that I feel like cults are essentially
Do you think that's the new
just
cult?
multi-level marketing.
Is it the new cult?
I feel like it is going to be this for the next decade. The multi-level marketing idea is going to be thought of as the next big thing in America that needs to be stopped, because like I've seen a new one brought to me by my girlfriend, and she was telling me about how she follows her friend on Instagram, and
Yeah.
her friend actually does a multi-level marketing,
Yeah.
and it's for hair. It's
Is it Nair?
I don't know what the fuck it's called.
There's something because I have a friend on Instagram that does the same thing.
Okay, and hopefully you're being a good friend and telling him to get the fuck out of there.
Every person I've actually had a ton of friends that get sucked into the pyramid scheme
Okay.
bracket.
And it's always interesting because it's like they'll try to rope you in of like, hey,
Yeah, or it's like they're just like, oh, I came across this new venture, It's like
they do they had to do it to him fist.
yeah,
Say,
but
hey,
it's
buddy.
like every time I tell him, it's like, no, dude, it's a pyramid scheme. You're getting fucked.
And it's so funny because when you tell that to somebody who's in multi-level marketing, they get so offended. They
No.
get
Yeah,
pissed.
it's because there's a few like levels to this, because
Yeah.
one, they're desperate, so they want to feel like a part of something. The ones that are lost. You attack it,
Yeah.
and they're just like, okay, you're calling me stupid. They don't want to feel stupid.
Yeah.
They don't want to feel like they made a mistake, so they're
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna double down and say like, you're an asshole. You don't want me to make money.
Yeah,
It's like, okay.
It's like, well, now me screwing up has become your problem.
What's funny is like as the years go by, we keep having friends and people we know
Yeah.
get sucked into this.
So that's why I think it's evolving. Like, it's gonna eventually become a big problem. Almost, maybe it's not on the level of like opioid epidemic, obviously, because that's one of
Yeah.
the biggest problems plaguing America. But I think from what it seems like recently, it's almost like there's a level of brainwashing happening. So, like, I've seen certain, like, 3 or 4 different people with their whole MLM bullshit, They go on these whole, like, I need to sell the product, I bought the product, and I need to push the product, but they do it so much that it becomes mindless, and that's where the brainwashing, to me, takes a hold, because it's like, now it becomes, like, I just need to get this going.
Yeah.
Like, I just need people to be under me so that I can stop doing this.
Yeah.
And it consumes them. It's kind of, terrifying to watch.
It is. No, it's kind of sad because like you realize how desperate people are nowadays,
Yeah.
and then it's like they get sucked into it because they just want to succeed,
Yeah.
and they give them like the idea of like, oh, you're gonna be so successful,
Yeah.
but in the end, you lose more money than you actually.
Yeah, you end up losing more money and all your hair falls out and you have a miscarriage.
Yikes!
At least that's what I'm hearing is what is happening to the hair product people. Is that
Really?
the product causes miscarriage. So if you're pregnant and you use the hair product,
That's
you
rough.
can literally lose. That's why I'm like, those people who made whatever this is that they're pushing. It's obviously not hair care.
Yeah.
It's some sort of dangerous chemical, and that's why I think it is the new cult, because the man at the top.
It might be health or like hair care, but they don't care about the side effects.
Yeah.
Or like whatever, just
Yeah.
push it.
And that's why it's like the guy at the top really is this cult leader, like,
Figure.
per se. Yeah. It's kind of, it scares me because it's like he's essentially a drug cartel that is pushing non-illegal product,
Yeah.
but is still an illegal business. A
Oh.
non-illegal product in an illegal business.
If you feel that way, you should look at big pharmaceuticals. They're pushing out legal drugs and
Oh yeah. Of course. I mean, that's I feel like that's in a small way also intertwined with like the opioid epidemic of America.
yeah,
In a small.
it's pretty big.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah.
I wanted
probably.
to go back to multi-level marketing. Do you remember the
So
time?
you're gonna sign up then, buddy? Thank you.
Do you remember the time?
Listen, glad to have you aboard. I would love to
Thank you, sir.
get you on training.
Thank
Let
you,
me
sir.
draw you a little schematic here of how it's gonna work.
Don't look at the pyramid. Don't look.
Listen, I know it looks like a pyramid. Just don't look at it.
No. So do you remember the time that I actually took you to a pyramid
Okay.
scheme meeting?
Yeah. Okay. I do remember that horrific time in my life.
So I knew that a buddy, like not even a buddy, this like old classmate of mine said,
Yeah.
"Hey, buddy, remember me?" And
Yeah.
it's like I already knew where this is going.
Oh.
So it's like, yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
was this in person or was
No,
it?
it was on Facebook. It's
Okay.
like
Okay.
yeah, I want to catch up and stuff. You want to hang
Yeah.
out and stuff. It's like, yeah, I know it's gonna be a multi-level marketing thing. So I hit you up and I'm like, hey, buddy, you want to hang out? Yeah, sure, dude. Picks him up. We go down.
There was slight hesitation because I was like, this is like, I think it was like a Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, it was out
and I
of
was
nowhere.
like, I don't know. I'm questioning this right now.
Out of nowhere, we go to the house. I don't think you realize what's happening. There's a bunch of people. It's like, what is this, like a party or something? Walk in. It's a meeting. Not only like 10 minutes in, you're sitting down.
Yeah, everybody was dressed in white robes, and I said, "This is not the place I want to be. This is the place that I definitely don't want to be right now."
Yeah, but it's like you realize they pull out the pyramid, and you're like, oh, here, if you fucking look at me like, what the fuck have you brought me to? I wanted to go to just to see what the procedures were,
Yeah,
or how they actually.
in the hive. If you
Yeah,
would.
we infiltrated the hive, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. And it's so interesting. It's like you think people are not dumb enough to see the actual pyramid
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
board that they
that's-
have, and people still signed up at the end.
That I think it's funny because from that meeting, now it kind of gave me the foresight to I guess show people who do MLM that they are in MLM.
Yeah.
Like they'll say like, oh, do you want to join this MLM? I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, man. Can you just go ahead and draw me a little graph to show me how it would look if I ended up doing this? And they'd be like, no, well, we don't need that. I could just explain. No, I just need a visual representation
No,
of how
I think
this is gonna work.
I think even in the meeting, they're like, some people say this is a pyramid scheme,
Yeah.
but listen, guys, it's not a pyramid scheme.
Look, I'm gonna draw. He draws a
Draw-
circular pyramid.
Yeah, it's like a circular. It's like, listen, it's not. Even if it's in the shape of a pyramid,
This is a new shape called success.
guys, it's not a pyramid. You get to be your own boss.
God. I honestly kind of think now, do you think there have been any teachers that have gotten into MLM?
I'm sure there's been like politicians that got into.
They gotten into
Multi-level marketing.
I feel like that's kind of I would understand, because if there was a governor who literally smoked crack,
Yeah, like the one in
Openly.
Canada.
yeah, the dude who smoked crack openly. I mean, I feel like if that's possible, somebody who's in politics can be in MLM.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I
It
feel like
makes sense.
educators of America, that seems a little more uncommon. It's like
Eh,
they seem like, for
yeah.
the most part, they have kind of a level head on their shoulders.
I feel like the ones you don't find are going to be like doctors and lawyers.
Yeah.
I feel like they're more educated than our teachers.
Oh, of course. Because they have jobs that pay them well. They don't need to fall into stupidity
Yeah.
to save them.
I don't think it's because teachers in America aren't really the best person. Like, I respect them, but teachers aren't held to the same standard as they are in other countries.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, we've all had that one teacher.
It's so funny. I had a teacher that actually went from an assistant to an actual employed teacher because they couldn't find teachers with no education whatsoever.
That's I think I did actually. Now that you kind of bring that up, I feel like I did
Yes.
have that one.
Yes.
I feel like I did have a teacher that did that. That's kind of odd, actually.
You think about that. These random people who's come in and TA for a bit. Hey, I'm a teacher.
Yeah, it's like, hey, can you help me out with my math? Sorry, I'm a teacher now. I can't help you.
I don't mess with that kind of stuff.
Sit down and take your fucking seat. I'm in charge of you now.
Good lord.
No, but I mean, it's yeah. That's now that you bring that up, I've never really noticed that. That's kind of odd.
It's funny.
Why do you think that? Do you think it's like in the same level of a job? It's like you know someone, so you just sort of like instead of hiring someone new, they promote from the inside instead of hiring someone that's actually qualified to do the
It's
job.
like there's a nepotism thing, especially in Hawaii.
Yeah.
We have people that don't know anything,
Yeah.
but yet they're still gonna be put into positions where they don't, have more authority than they should have.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome back. Sorry for that quick little
We
intermission.
had to take a brief intermission.
Yeah, there was a big fat rat that ran across the floor. I had to bash it with a giant stick.
Yeah, and then I told my co-host here, I said, dude, stop crawling on the floor. We got to get back to work, man. What are you doing?
I had to scurry off.
I pulled out my BDSM whip and I said, get!
Go on, get.
Go, come on, Chester!
I'm like, but anyway,
We went through a whole, God, we kind of fucked this up.
a little triumph, a little betrayal.
We actually, this is the second attempt at recording our back from intermission session.
Yep.
So we actually spent about a half hour, no, maybe more.
An hour.
Yeah, close to an hour of extra recording we did, which is kind of insane.
It's just funny. It's like three podcasts in, and we already have lost media footage.
Now I understand why the lost tapes are so common.
Which brings me to my next topic.
Yeah, him and his sister are doing a porn.
Yeah.
Go check it out, Lost Tapes.
It is a lost tape. I'll never find
Lost as in nobody wants to touch that
And
or
no one-
find
no
it,
one
so
will
please
ever
don't go
find it.
looking.
it. No, but okay. So lost in media. Have you heard? Have you followed anything of it?
The hell is Lost Media?
So there's a whole section of the internet.
like a news producer just gets lost in the
No,
forest and it's just
no.
kind of like he has to survive.
So it's really interesting. There's
Okay.
a whole collection of people, a group. They're like, I guess it's a hobby. People
Okay.
scour the internet anywhere because there's lost media with different shows, movies,
Okay.
commercials, anything, and people take their time out of their day to find it,
Yeah. Okay.
to go to look for it, like, and even to just log what's lost and what's.
Yeah. Is there anybody that has gone looking for something that wasn't there, wasn't quite all there?
I don't quite know the answer.
Indubitably do, Richard.
No, okay.
Yeah.
No, but it's interesting because it's like if you ever see like a random show from your childhood that sticks out to you, and you think I know this. It exists. I watched it, but you look everywhere and it's like why can't I find this?
Okay, I see. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Okay,
why can't I
lost.
find this thing that sticks out to me? But
Yeah, like I do remember this one thing. It was about this boy and this girl, I think it was a Disney Channel show.
Disney.
Yeah, it might have been. And he was, I do remember this. The show was kind of centered around this guy. I guess the guy was somebody who did like interviews.
Yeah.
And the girl, the very first episode, the girl came in and did an interview with the guy on this couch. And
Oh, here we go. I think you got Disney confused with a certain hub of sorts.
No. It was on. I swear to God. I promise. I swear to God. Anyway, what were you saying?
No, okay, so there's nothing in your childhood that you look back and you think of like a cartoon or like a show,
like a weird distant memory.
Yeah, and then you try to think back, you try to look for it. It's like I want to see it again because it's interesting to me.
I think so. I forgot what the name of the show was, but it was about these two skateboarding guys.
Skateboarding guys.
Yeah, I think it was on like Disney XD back when it was like,
back when it was radical.
Yeah, back when they were totally nar doing the flippity whip or whatever the children are saying.
What was it about?
It was I don't remember the two guys' names, but it was literally just a TV show about two dudes skating every day.
What the fuck? It sounds like Life of Ryan or something you'd find on MTV. You remember
Life
that
of
show?
Private Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, Life of Pi.
Life of Private Ryan?
Like, no, so there's this one short I remember as a kid where it's like drawn, where I think there was a guy that drew this girl as she comes to life, and then she takes the pencil and starts drawing stuff with it. And then I think they're interacting. And I think it was on Nickelodeon. There's something so obscure like that sticks out.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about like lost media as a whole, it's like something like that sticks out to you, and then it just disappears.
It sounds like it was just like a short. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was a short. It wasn't a show. It was like a little in between shows.
Yeah.
But it's just so interesting how things can disappear and not even
without
exist.
A trace.
And it's just like
Literally.
that thing sticks with me, and it's like, why can't I
Laying
find
awake at night, like, oh, I know that fucking girl was drawing something. I know it.
Yeah.
Trying to
but
conspiracy theorist at your mom, like, mother, it was okay. So this
was
was a
real.
girl.
It was real.
I swear to God.
No,
don't lock me up.
There's also a thing with movies too, where it's like there's a thing they were made with like silver nitrate.
Yeah.
Film.
Okay.
And back in like the 20s, the 40s.
Silver nitrate film?
So it's something they used it with black and white films because it came out clearer.
Okay.
Like you know how they have the film reels, like the negatives. So the picture quality came out better. So, but the thing was, it was highly flammable.
Okay.
So they had warehouses of these old films.
So it was hot.
It was hot.
It's kind of hot.
It was hot back in the day.
That's kind of hot.
But so you have all these old films, and they just burn in a fire fast, and all those movies, the negatives, like the solo copies, is gone forever.
They can't be recovered.
Yeah, but people scour the place, like just wherever they can. Like, and like if anyone has like an old copy in their attic just sitting there, they try to piece history, I guess. I guess it's like a historian hobby. It's just funny how they get so niche. Like, you guys, I'm trying to look for that weird McDonald's commercial back in 1985 that aired for two times. And it's like, why would you go out to look for something so niche like
or that kind of sounds like the same dilemma of like those people who try to find a song just on one singular beat alone.
There's guys like it's like, how am I supposed to fucking
when
find
you type in Google ba 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 ba
boop beep beep,
and then Google says, listen buddy, I can't help you there.
You listen, man, you're gonna
I don't
have
know
to
what
try
the hell
harder.
you're saying to me.
No, but what do you think of like lost media and things of that nature?
Well, that's weird, because I think that kind of actually ties into what I'm going to be plugging at the end of the podcast later on.
Something coming up.
I'm actually, I've come up with a video idea.
Wait, save the juicy stuff for last.
Yeah, but what we're talking about sort of ties into that. It's lost media, I guess.
Of sorts.
I think of sorts. The next YouTube video I'll be posting on my own personal channel. I'm going to be, I guess, making fun of
the handicapped people. How could you?
Yeah, that too. No, we're saving that for the 100 subscriber special.
Yeah, the 100 video
Yeah, there's a guy in
extravaganza.
my workplace, Timmy, if you're listening to this, screw you, you handy capable fuck.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, I went to work and I broke the handy capable ramp so I could scream at him, look at you fucking legless loser!
Quick disclaimer, the One Stop Flop podcast does not condone any hate of sorts to any...
Yeah, except for the whites.
Oh. Oh no.
No, okay, but going back on
Starting
topic,
a race
I am kind of familiar with Lost Media. I've been kind of looking up, my next video idea is going to be on after school specials.
I love those drug PSAs where they're just like,
Yeah.
you do fucking drugs, you're going to end up like this, smashes an egg on the wall. This is going to be your fucking head on
throws
drugs.
their newborn against the wall. You're going to end up like that, huh?
This is going to be your kid when you do drugs, throws them off a cliff.
Yeah.
Think it's funny now, ass?
You think it's funny now that I just murdered your your child? But yeah, no, I'm kind of familiar with Lost Media. That's interesting. I kind of get it. Like Lost Ronald McDonald commercials
Yeah.
of the 80s.
Did you know there was a, I don't know if it's a Lost, but there was a Ronald McDonald TV show. It was an animated show
That's
on VHS.
okay. Now I could understand.
I used
that.
to watch
VHS
this.
is the world of weird.
I used to watch them all the time when I was a kid.
I kind of watched those PSA videos, like after school PSA videos. I had one of like I think it was like Barney. No, it was Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh drug special.
I distinctly remember that shit was terrifying. I should actually cover that.
Did you know in the
in the
80s
video.
there was a whole thing where I think the president, there was a whole drug campaign where they put all the famous cartoon characters of the 80s
Okay.
in one show.
And they put them in a room together and made them fight like gladiators for myth. Okay, yeah.
There can only be one.
There could only be one true child
No,
icon.
so there was like, I guess there was some random kid, generic kid, doing drugs, slipping into that. And
Okay.
each one comes in as a hallucination,
Oh,
saying, Timmy, don't do drugs.
yeah.
We care about you. You have the Ninja Turtles, Winnie the Pooh, the Muppet Babies.
What? Wait, so it was a kid who did drugs, and then they had the child icons sort of come in as hallucinations, saying that they're like visiting him.
Yeah,
to tell
like
him not
they're
to?
all trying their hardest to get him to stop. I think Alf
Yeah.
made an appearance too.
Okay. No, that was. I think if I saw Alf, that's the moment I would stop because I
Like,
would
oh,
know
fuck,
that
I'm
that's
doing-
the most terrifying
I'm
thing
doing
in the
too
world.
many drugs.
If Alf is showing up in my drug hallucinations, that's how I know it's like something needs to stop here.
Good lord.
Something needs to give. There needs to be a
It's
line.
like that's when you know you have a problem.
Yeah. See, Barney is one thing. Alf shows up? No. I'm fighting that dude hand to hand
You're
combat.
fighting the Alf drug
Or
drug fever dream.
no, in my fever dream he would be called the alpha male.
Alpha Alf?
Yeah, alpha male.
Alpha?
Alf the alpha male. Yeah, the alpha warrior.
That's amazing.
He'd be dressed in full garbs.
This is just like a a prerequisite of what's to come with the
Yeah.
video. Just it's making me excited
Yeah,
to see
we're gonna make a movie of all child icons fighting to the death.
You have like the Olsen twins fighting Aaron Carter.
Yeah, there we go. But then for no reason, Winnie the Pooh will show up and just sort of like one tap that fool. Start teabagging.
One tap that fool. What is this, Call of Duty? Fucking motherfucking quick
Straight
scope.
teabagging that bitch. Yeah, he'll
Oh.
a little spicy,
That's amazing.
Little quick 360 no scope that bitch.
You put some phase action on that that
Yeah,
mug.
put some respect on that bitch's name. God, I love FaZe. I wish they would have. I wish them and
I haven't heard the term "I love phase" uttered in like 10 years.
I
think you're
love
the
FaZe in a way where it's like I love them so much I just hate them. I hate them so much. I wish them and after school specials would get together and make an after school special.
We should make a conspiracy theory video about how phase and after school specials are kind of tied in together.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be
Oh,
our
yeah.
little passion project, a movie of sorts.
A little documentary, if you will.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to be going ahead and making a documentary, eh?
Ooh, Canadian.
So for all the fans out there,
Okay, you just went from straight Canada. You hopped all the way over to Ireland.
for all the fans out there that is might be interested in the laddie.
That's
So, yeah.
great.
But so, one quick question before we go ahead and we start, I guess, wrapping things up just a tad. I noticed you're wearing a very interesting shirt today.
Oh yeah, thanks for noticing. You like
That's
it?
the podcast. Thank you all for listening. I
That's the
hope
podcast.
No, okay, tell me about it.
About my shirt.
Who is this, a wee laddie that
On
you
my
got
shirt.
on your shirt, eh?
So I'm wearing a Pride shirt from the looks of it.
Okay, who's Lisa Frank?
Lisa Frank, I think that's the person.
Or, sorry,
that-
Lisa Frank.
Lisa Frank.
Yeah, is that the name? Is it German? Is she German?
I
Lisa
think
Frank?
she might be related to Anne Frank. I'm not sure.
Anne Frank.
Anne Frank. I'm wearing a little colorful.
It's like gay Lisa, or gay Anne Frank.
No, I think this is the style. So if anyone who doesn't know what Lisa Frank is, she makes those. I think they're like folder designs for like kids.
What?
Yeah, for like like those back to school folders. You ever see
Oh,
those
yeah,
weird
yeah.
colorful pony? I think,
Wait a minute. Now
I
that you
think
say
that's
that,
what
I feel
Lisa
like I
Frank
know
is.
what. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. That.
and
is
there's a
what it is. That's kind
SpongeBob on it, where she got
That's
the
bringing
rights
back
to.
very painful memories
Yeah.
of middle school. Actually, now
Yeah.
that you bring it up, why did you buy a shirt that says?
I
Lisa
didn't. This
Frank
was
on it?
a gift from a special man.
I mean, he had to be special somewhere
No,
to buy you that shirt.
No, I'm kidding. I think it was a woman. Several women.
Well, Zezem there had to be special to.
I'm repping the Pride.
I just thought it looked like a very interesting shirt that maybe you would want to explain to me. Explain yourself.
uh, equality, pride.
Wow.
This is the little things,
The little,
If you can wear a rainbow on yourself,
the little things like
you're making the
that
world a
shirt,
better place.
His pants.
Can you
my
describe to me
penis.
what your shirt is? I'm having a little trouble.
Yeah, so there's for anybody that can't see into a podcast, I'm going to go ahead and describe now verbatim what my shirt is.
Verbatim.
Yeah, verbatim. It's
I'm a verbatim.
I'm gonna look for it verbatim. For anybody that...
This is what the podcast has just devolved. into.
Welcome to the Not Lost Tapes.
What I appreciate is the fact that you've decided to record this podcast without pants.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not wearing pants, and I'm wearing a shirt of a cat. It's just the cat's head, but underneath it has text that says, "Me want hung."
Me want hung.
Yeah, I guess.
Is that a Chinese knockoff?
No. It was supposed to say "Me want hungry," but it ran out of room.
Do you think the Chinese knockoff person that wrote that on the text for the shirt just kind of eyeballed it and said, "No, it's good."
It look good.
Oh,
Okay.
for any Chinese viewers watching, we respect you.
No, yeah. So anyway, back to the shirt.
Back
So
to
I
the
wasn't
shirt.
done.
Describing
it says,
what the shirt is.
Me want hung, and it's a cat with lasers coming out of its eyes.
So it's one of those throwback early 2000s meme.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, but if it were adapted into 2020, where the words kind of are nonsense. I've noticed when I walk past a Gen Z kid, they kind of point and laugh and go, "Haha, I get it," but I don't.
No, they're more like, "Ha, that's so me," and then walk away.
Yeah, they go, "Haha, me," and it makes me wonder, am I hip? Am I a kid?
It's even though we're Gen Z, you think.
Yeah. I was born in the wrong generation. I
Bring me
really
back to
was.
the 50s.
Bring me back to the 1600s, where they literally just breathed air
And shit.
and pissed
I don't think they had a sense
into
of.
a bucket.
I don't think they had good.
Good fashion sense.
sewers.
You don't think the people of the 1600s
They didn't have a
had
good
good
sewer
fashion
system.
sense?
Oh, that too. But they didn't. They also didn't have a good sewage system.
Well, do you think that's where peeing in people's mouths came from?
I think that came out of the need to just show dominance.
I You don't think it came from like a primitive, like, weird society of people
Pissing in each other's mouth.
pissing in each other's mouth?
No. I think that's more of a human instinct, an innate need to just scratch that itch, that kink that's dormant within you.
Sorry, the whole time I'm looking at you, I can't stop thinking it would be cool to learn like an accent from the 1600s. How do you think that accent would go?
Art thou talking about thine accent?
Lady hath thine drowned in hospital.
Isn't that old Shakespearean?
Is it?
Yeah, that was a no. Might have been. Renaissance. Yes. Yes, quite. What do I know that from? Is it?
And that's all the time we have, folks. Thank you so much for listening. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this podcast. You guys have probably been listening for quite a bit of time here now, and
Yes.
I think now would be appropriate time to just say, would you like to plug anything here?
Nothing I know of the sorts. But I do have a lot of things cooking in the oven.
Surely good then.
I have a lot of snazzy things in the works, as it were.
Well, yes,
But
I
what about
believe there's
you?
a lot in store for this podcast specifically.
But what about you? Do you have anything you need? What did that plug that you said earlier that you wanted
Yeah.
to?
So in the last episode, I did plug my YouTube channel.
The lost
so anybody,
OSF lost episode number 1.
For lost episode number 1, I did plug my YouTube channel, which I will do here again. For anybody that wants to check it out, the link will be down in the description.
You're just whoring yourself on it.
I am a dirty, dirty slut who needs those viewers, baby.
Bro, give him a taste. What is this?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and reenact a single moment from a video I made. Troy Bolton. That's all I have for right now. If you want the rest of the video,
So it's like you don't know the context.
Yeah.
Is Troy Bolton or how is Troy Bolton?
Troy Bolton.
When is Troy Bolton?
go figure out the rest of that video in the
just
description.
dangling
My
that, yeah.
YouTube channel will be linked down below. Anybody that wants to check that out, please like, comment, and subscribe on this podcast, this YouTube channel. We are trying our best here. May not be the highest of quality,
It doesn't matter.
but we will have some interesting conversations here to come in the future. So if,
Next week's episode?
we will be possibly doing Marvel, maybe.
Or we might just pull the rug under you again and just like we might say that just to bring you in and then not talk about Marvel. the whole podcast.
Or even better, possibly a special guest.
I've been waiting for them to be on here for so long.
Yeah. All right. Nobody cares. Would you like to say goodbye?
Yes, with this, I would just say farewell until next time.
From.
Tenacious Terry.
All right. Well, everybody listening out there, I hope you have a good night and stay safe.
Stay
Peace and
fruity.
love.
Stay tooty.
See you next time. Bye.